Magandang araw mga convincers. So, nandito tayo ngayon. Kasama natin si Ambassador Solphie and si Tita Precie, ang kanyang maybahay.
Welcome, Vince, to Cairo.
Hi, Vince. Welcome to Cairo.
And to the official residence of the Philippine
Of course, fantastic. Napakaganda po ng bahay natin dito sa Cairo. At yan ay sinabi ni Tita Precie. Ito daw pala ay bahay nating lahat. So may matutulayan tayo dito. Tama po ba? So, Ambassador, you were just appointed here
Last November.
And nararamdaman namin na mukhang marami yata tayong engagement with the Filipino community ngayon. So can you tell us more about the programs of the embassy?
So what we want to do is really to bring the services of the embassy closer to our nationals here. We have about 5,000 here in Egypt. And if we include those in our other jurisdictions, kasi we cover 4 other countries, Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. Okay. All in all, mga 10,000.
Okay.
So what we want to do is really to reach out to as many as we can. So last November 30, we had the meet and greet with the Filipino communities here in Cairo. Then we had a medical mission.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of healthcare professionals here in Cairo. So doctors and the Filipino nurses from Asalam, for example, conducted a one-day medical mission for our nationals. Then we had Barrio Festa. We had about 1,000 Filipinos from all over Egypt for a day of games, you know, Filipino games. May singing competition, may dance competition. Of course, a lot of Filipino food were served. And then, of course, during the Independence Day, we had flag raising ceremony here. We invited representatives in the different organizations.
Right.
And then October 20, we had a concert.
Okay.
We brought in 3 Filipino artists, the Manila Piano Trio. The pianist is Dr. Galang, came from Berlin, he's based there. And the Anjo Inakay, the cellist, and Dennis Wang, the violins, came from Manila.
Right.
So we had an evening of Filipino classical music.
Right. Yeah.
Really to mainstream yung ating culture and tradition.
Right. And of course, we also have the collaboration with Ateneo School of Government, right?
But the thing is, we have been, between the ambassador and myself, we have been looking into possible projects, and we saw the ALSE or Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship program as a very good vehicle to prepare our kababayans, not only in returning back to the Philippines, but also to maximize their stay here, maximize their income, diba?
Yeah.
Make their money work for them, diba? So we started the program here. In fact, we have 2 batches. We are very proud of this 82 students that we have here in Cairo, because I feel that we were able to get the cream of the Filipinos here in Egypt. And observing them in the past, we just finished the 4th session with Vince and Edwin, and observing them during the classes and the sessions, I can see there's so much energy, there's so much desire to learn and understand more, and really, really prepare themselves. So, nakakatuwa, Vince.
Right.
Nakakatuwa.
And Ambassador, tomorrow you will be presenting your credentials in Addis Ababa,
Yes.
right? So, how will you be able to extend your services in these other countries naman?
Actually, during our we visited Addis Ababa before.
Last June.
Khartoum. So we have actually floated the idea with some of our community members there. Most of whom, let's say for example in Ethiopia, we had a group of Filipino teachers. Actually, the first Filipino expatriates to Africa were in Ethiopia, because there was an agreement in the 70s that we have dispatched teachers to the schools in Ethiopia. So we're trying to build on that, and also in Sudan, where we have about 3,000. Hopefully we could bring this program to these 2 countries. But of course, the crucial thing is that, especially here in Cairo, we already have a template. We have worked with a group of professionals who form the secretariat Ram and Lloyd Segal, with whom we initially discussed this idea and linked them up with Edgar and Tina. Then we have Rhea and Miguel Jacob. We had Denden Alcantara, Cecil Reyes, and a number of our embassy staff who have been helping out organize the program here. So if we could duplicate this template in Addis Ababa and Khartoum, we are very confident that we could bring this program
Exciting.
to these two communities.
It's really exciting.
So, last question po siguro, no? Kasi usually, ang mga Filipinos would always ask what the government could give them. Pero kayo po as people who work for the government, and of course who support your husband in the government, what do you think should Filipino OFWs, what can they contribute to you to help you also in your work?
Itong ALSEs is one concrete initiative because we think, kami ni Mrs. Confiado, that this is something that can be duplicated, replicated, even after our tenure here.
Right.
And it is by uplifting them, providing them opportunities for further growth and development. They themselves later on could be of assistance to the other members of our community. Because we feel that their leadership capability will be developed, yung
confidence.
the confidence.
Confidence in themselves.
Tsaka magtulungan kaysa maghilahan.
Then creative thinking, di ba? Thinking out of the box or designing a new box, di ba?
So maraming salamat po. And
thank you, Vince.
Salamat. And thank you.
Safe travels, ha?
Very memorable talaga yung experience namin dito sa Cairo. And we are here to support you. And if you plan to replicate this in other countries of your jurisdiction, we will be here to support. So maraming salamat.
Thank you.
All the best to your programs.
So ako si Sir Vince dito sa Cairo, Egypt, nagsasabing ang pagyaman na pag-aaral